Words of Sri Aurobindo from the book The Mother, from the collective works of Sri Aurobindo, volume 32, page 172, topic The Mother's Presence, subtopic Feeling the Mother's Presence. Our Lord Sri Aurobindo says, live as if you were under the very eye of the Supreme and of the Divine Mother. Do nothing. Try to think and feel nothing that would be unworthy of the Divine Presence. 16th April 1913. The constant presence of the Mother, says Sri Aurobindo, the constant presence of the Divine Mother comes by practice. The Divine Grace is essential for success in the sadhana, but it is the practice that prepares the descent of the grace. You have to learn to go inward, ceasing to live in external things only. Quiet the mind and aspire to become aware of the Mother's workings in you. 2nd July 1913. Question: how and when can one feel the Mother's concrete presence all the time? For the Sri Aurobindo says it is a matter, first, of the constant activity of the psychic, and secondly, of the conversion of the physical and its openness to the inner supraphysical experience. Apart from the vital and its disturbances, the physical is the chief difficulty in establishing a continuity of yogic consciousness and experience. If the physical is thoroughly transformed and opened and conscious, then stability and continuity becomes easy. 16th October 1933. It is quite necessary to realize the Mother in her formless presence and not only in her form. But I do not see why you call the feeling sentimental or think that your sense of the presence of the Mother in the heartbeats, etc. was unreal. It was your psychic being that suggested it to you, and the response showed that the consciousness was ready. Mother felt something was happening in you and felt that it was the beginning of a realization. She was encouraging it and did not discourage. If it had been a wrong or a vital moment, she wouldn't have felt like that. Question: we believe that it is the Mother who does the sadhana in us, but we scarcely feel it. I suppose there must be some wheel in us. For this Sri Aurobindo says, it is a wheel which disappears when the Mother's working as well as her presence is consciously felt at all times. 7 Jan 1935. Question: is there any difference between the Mother's presence and the divine consciousness? Sri Aurobindo says, one can feel the divine consciousness impersonally as a new consciousness only. The Mother's presence is something more. One feels herself there present within or above or enveloping one or all these together. The feeling of the Mother's presence or nearness does not depend on whether you write or you don't write. Many who write often do not feel it. Some who write seldom feel her very close. 7 John 1936. Question: you write you can feel the divine consciousness impersonally as a conscious new consciousness only, but that the Mother's presence is something more. You wrote in another letter that the divine presence in the heart is much more than the consciousness. In that way, is the presence more than the consciousness? Sri Aurobindo says, I meant that one can feel the divine consciousness as an impersonal spiritual state, a state of peace, light, joy, wideness without feeling in it the divine presence. But the divine presence is felt as that of one who is the living source and essence of that light, etc. A being, therefore, not merely a spiritual state. The Mother's presence is more, still more concrete, definite, personal. It is not that of someone unknown, of a power of being, or a being, but of one who is known, intimate, loved, to whom one can offer all the being in a living, concrete way. The image is not indispensable, though it helps. The presence can be inwardly felt without it. 2nd July 1936. Sri Aurobindo says there is no such necessary precedence as that First, one must feel the presence, and then only one can feel the mother. Is more often the increase of the feeling that brings the presence. For the feeling comes from the psychic consciousness, and it is the growth of the psychic consciousness that makes the constant presence at last possible. The feeling comes from the psychic and is the true of the inner being. It's not being yet fulfilled in the whole does not make it an imagination. On the contrary, the more it grows, the more is the likelihood of the whole being fulfilling this truth. The inner bhava takes more and more possession of the outer consciousness, remolds it so as to make it a truth there also. This is the constant principle of action in the yogic transformation. What is true within comes out, take possession of the mind and the heart and will, and through them prevails over the ignorance of the outer members and brings the inner truth out there also. What stands in the way is a recurring circle of the old mixture. To break out of that is very necessary to arrive at an inner yogic calm and peace, not disturbed by these things. If that is established, it will be possible to feel in it the mother's presence, to open to her guidance, to get not by occasional glimpses, but in a steady opening and flowering, the psychic perception and the descent of the spiritual light and ananda. For that help, the divine help will always be with you. 7th March 1937. These are the words of our Lord Sri Aurobindo.